Welcome. Today we're talking with Josh Radbod. He is the co-founder and CEO of the PBC Conference. Josh, welcome, and thank you for joining us at today's Banker Digest.
Larry, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. All right, Josh, let's get started. So what is the genesis of PBC, and why did you decide to start the PBC Conference?
Definitely. Thank you so much. So PBC is the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. And how we got started, I've been an attorney working with cannabis-related businesses and crypto fintech businesses for several years now. And I quickly realized that there was a banking payments cash issue that was plaguing the cannabis industry. And I wanted to help solve that. And I thought, what better way to do that than to bring thought leadership around this exact issue in Washington, D.C. So that's exactly what I did. I partnered up with my good friend Peter, who previously ran conferences. So he brought the conference experience. I brought the cannabis and fintech experiences and connections. And we hit the ground running. We had our first show in 2019, and we haven't looked back since.
Thank you, Josh. You've been in the cannabis banking industry for a while now. So how have you seen it evolve since you were started?
Thank you, Larry. And yeah, the cannabis banking industry has evolved a lot since we started, and we've grown with it and helped define it. So when we first got in the industry, there were a lot less financial institutions that were willing to work with cannabis-related businesses. That number has significantly jumped. And importantly, a lot of financial institutions are now willing to lend to the industry, which is a really big deal, right? But it's not just financial institutions that are willing to work with the industry now. It's accounting firms, law firms, payments companies, lenders and investors, compliance companies for both financial institutions and cannabis operators, insurance companies, consultants, and more. And all of these companies together create what we call the cannabis banking ecosystem, which is a framework comprised of mutually beneficial relationships between financial institutions, service providers, and ancillary businesses who support the cannabis industry, and they're in concert with government legislators and regulators. And through our cannabis banking ecosystem, we've launched our PBC directories, which are industry resources, built for professionals to help navigate the cannabis banking ecosystem. You might have seen our cannabis banking directory, which lists financial institutions that are willing to work with the space. We launched our compliance directory, and soon we'll be launching our payments directory and more. So very excited about that.
Great. You make a really good point about the ecosystem, and it's becoming a full-fledged industry that needs all these support services. So thank you, Josh. So what do you have planned for the upcoming 2023 PBC conference?
Yeah, PBC 2023 is going to be our biggest show yet, with over 600 attendees. We also have really new and exciting keynotes that we'll be announcing in the next couple of months, so stay tuned. And we're also doing a training session for AML KYC experts the day before PBC starts on September 20th. So very excited about that. And I'd like to give a special thank you to our title sponsor, Evergreen Annuity. Thank you so much.
Great. Well, Josh, thank you very much for spending time with today's Banker Digest and sharing your perspectives on the continuing development of the cannabis banking ecosystem. So again, thank you, Josh.
Thank you for having me, Larry.
Great. All right. In closing, thank you for joining today's Banker Digest. If you have additional questions for Josh, please see the link in his bio.